It's time. My earrings are in fact in theme because today we're gonna be dissecting some shit. Hello, welcome back to my channel. And by recently, I mean like yesterday and today. I sent over I finished the Act 1 revisions of the project I'm currently working on, Letters, which is a upper YA contemporary romance. I have decided that I think it is a romance, so there we go. And I just finished I'm on, I think, either the last or the second to last bout of revisions. And I just sent it to some betas and CPs, some of my friends, to just like give me some real, true, honest, ruthless opinions. Okay? And if, as we are all writers here, all right, we all understand the mortifying ordeal of sharing writing. Which I think you obviously have to get used to it for feedback, and if you want to, just in any regard, you have to get used to feedback. Most of the time I go through little spirals of like, oh, actually maybe my writing is kind of shit, you know, and maybe it actually sucks. So I thought, to combat that feeling, you know, I'm gonna actually look at some of the times when my writing actually was trash, to make myself feel better about my growth. Okay? How better to do that than to unearth, that's right, the stories of my youth from Wattpad. Oh, I was a big One Direction girl, okay? Specifically Harry Styles. And I was obsessed with that man. And I just remember like reading a lot of Harry Styles fiction, fanfic, okay? As well as really niche Harry Styles and Bridget Mendler. I'm a big Bridget girl to this day. That being said, I did not write fanfic because I was always very intrigued by the prospect of creating my own storyline and my own characters. So all of these stories are, in fact, originals, and they are all so bad. But what better way to make myself feel better about my writing today than to expose my old, really shitty, really horrible writing to the internet, so we can all collectively make fun of myself together. I think I'm going to be starting with Winter's games. I don't fully remember anything about this except that at some point they go ice skating. Yeah, winter, it's in the title. That brain was working. I wrote this in 2014, so I was 13, which honest to God doesn't feel far enough. Maybe let's start with the first one, which is titled Last Day of School. Okay, I have to say, this is all, now that I'm reading this, it's weird for me because I've been in America for so long, but Nigeria, we follow the British system because we were colonized by the British. So it's like all of this is in my head reading British because it's spelled mum and everything like that. But I'm not going to do a British accent. I saved that for my D&D character, okay? Casey, spelled Kaisee. Okay. Be quick or you'll be late for school again, Mum shouted while making breakfast. Mum, I don't need to be quick today. It's the last day of school before summer. We hardly do anything, I shouted back while coming downstairs. Oh, no. Now to formally introduce myself, I'm Casey Eloy. Let's take a quick pause there, okay? Because her name is Casey Eloy, K-E. My name is Kakayo Ewa, also K-E. Do you see where we're going with this? Yeah, okay. I'm in the 10th grade. Shoulder-length curlish brown hair with bangs, toned body, and brown eyes. I'm not all that pretty, but at least I'm something. I'm gonna excuse myself now. Why? She's not that pretty, guys. Oh! This is something that, like, is a bit more serious. Not serious, but this is something that, that didn't change for me until I started writing until I started writing for real in high school with the intention of wanting to publish and the aspiration of becoming an author. That was in around 10th grade. But before then, anytime I had a wattpad story or anything like that, all of my main characters all of them were white. And I feel like this is something that a lot of people of color, writers of color, relate to, where it's like all the media we consumed were very American-centered, first of all, West-centric, very white-centric, just all of that. And it makes me a little sad to read, and all of my and of course, as an author of color, you don't only have to write about, the race that you are, but it's sad to see that, like, for me at that age, at 13 and 12 and whatever, I was unable to picture myself and someone like myself as a main character, and it reflected so much in just all of this. Media is becoming and hopefully continues to stay more diversified, but back to the cringe content. School is a whole different world for me. In school, we have nice people and mean people, or more preferably, nice girls and mean girls. Most mean girls, because obviously boys can't be mean. Most mean girls you see in high school movies usually get unpopular or expelled at the end. But Wingfield High School, my school, is like a movie, but the ending always gets mixed up. Instead of the mean girls getting unpopular, she gets even more popular and more mean. Casey, Emma shouted, and she gestured for me to sit next to her. Gestured, such a funny word. I don't know who that was meant for. If that was me saying that or if that was Casey saying that. I know I hate school, but she's one of the reasons I'll stay in school. We've been besties for like forever. She has long, straight, curly blonde hair with unique blue eyes, and she has the craziest sense of fashion, and she's so extremely smart. Hey, ladies, Luke said, rudely interrupting me. Luke is a freaky, weird, yet highly attractive boy with the greatest sense of humor. He's got brown hair and the cutest blue eyes ever. I know what you're thinking. I do not like him. He's a cool guy, but not my type. Readers, he is the love interest. I'm staying right here for Christmas, he said. Thank goodness I won't be alone for Christmas, I said. Don't worry, I won't leave you, he said. Oh, and Caitlin's here for Christmas too. And my happiness is back to sadness. Well, I'm happy Luke's staying, but Caitlin and I aren't really the best of friends. I mean, she's like Miss It Girl of this whole school, and I'm just a girl who no one knows. And worst of all, Justin talks to Caitlin all the time. Who the hell is Justin? Who is Justin? Okay. Is this a love triangle? Let's get into it. Justin talks to Caitlin all the time, but I don't, so he might leave me for Caitlin. I think that I just mixed up Justin and Luke. I think I just switched that out just randomly. Cool. Okay, this is boring. We're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip this. We're gonna skip this. This is just so much dialogue. It's just so much dialogue. Speaking of Caitlin, Luke, hey, why don't you come sit with me so you don't catch their highly infectious disease? Typical. So, guys, guess I'll talk to you later, he said, staring at me with those really cute eyes of his. Oh yeah, and Casey, you have really pretty eyes. Oh, God. Thanks, I replied, kind of blushing. Am I missing something here? Emma said. Nope, I said as he left, and I turned to look at her. If nothing's going on, your face wouldn't be as red as Rudolph's nose, she said. Em, you're my bestie, and I tell you everything. If there was something going on, I would tell you right away, I promise, I told her. Okay then, she replied, and stood up. Let's go, the bus has stopped. Gosh, just seeing the school building makes me sick to my stomach. Thank God this is the last day of school. Just to turn this into a learning moment, guys, sometimes dialogue tags, no. Moving on. Why is the world so cruel to me? Although I have heard the last day of school was always the longest and most annoying, but this is just torture. Okay, sentence structure. Now, what class am I in? Oh yeah, history. Casey, why are you listening to me? Said the teacher, Mrs. Jammins. That's just rather unfortunate names. Yeah, Mrs. Jammins, I replied, not sure what we were talking about. Okay then, she said, please open to page 56 of your textbook. And the torture begins again. Blah, 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 history. Gosh, when is this day going to end already? Dear baby Jesus, haven't I suffered enough? Did I mention this was going to be a dramatic reading? Because it is. You know what? I'll give myself this. She's giving voice. It's a very voicey YA book. Casey, someone said, interrupting my thoughts. Yes, I replied, turning. Oh, hey Luke, what's up? He laughed. What? I asked. The class was over 5 minutes ago, he said. Really? I replied and looked around as I stood up. Come on, let's get going, he said as he grabbed my hand and pulled me out. I think Emily's waiting for you outside. Luke's hand is so soft. I mean, wow. It's so perfect. He's so perfect. I'm going mad. Oh, good Lord. I thought her name was Emma. Was her name not Emma? Okay, cool. So Emma has a name change at the end and she becomes Emily. Cool. So make sure you're keeping up, all right? Luke is also known as Justin and Emma is also known as Emily. Cool? All right, let's keep going. Hey, Casey, Emily shouted and had a cheeky look on her face. Hey, Luke. Hey, Em, we replied, what's up? You too? She said, that's what's up. What? Luke said, quite confused. Don't act like you're confused, Luke. I mean, first you tell her you love her eyes, and now you two come swinging in holding hands, she said. It's so obvious you guys like each other. She was kind of onto something. I said. Oh, Emily, isn't that your mom? Luke said, changing the subject for me. Oh yeah, she said. I better get going, guys. Oh, and you guys totally like each other, she shouted back as she entered the car. Thanks, I said immediately. No problem, he replied, and squeezed my hand in a really cute way. Okay, blushing. You know, I spent so much time thinking about Luke and his soft hand to remember my bag. Okay, sentence. Oh my gosh, I said out loud. What happened, he asked. I left my bag in class. Guys, I didn't use a dialogue tag for that one. That was growth, character growth. Oh, he said, well, we could go get it. Yeah, I said. It was a quiet walk and I just had to break the silence. So you and Caitlin will be hanging out much, right? I asked. No, Luke said, she's traveling after all. Really? I said, quite happy. That's good. Yeah, he said and laughed. It'll just be you and me. I like that, I said, quite unknowingly. I am so stupid. Yeah, I'd like that too, he said. Really? I asked. Yeah, he replied. I mean, who wouldn't like spending winter with a really cool... No. Sorry, tears in my eyes. I mean, who wouldn't like spending winter with a really cool babe like you? We're just gonna keep moving. We're just gonna keep going. Aw, I said, thanks. This is the class, right? He said. Oh yeah, I said as I opened it and got my bag. Okay, let's go. My mom would probably be waiting for me, I said as I was looking around for her. There she is. Okay then, see you later then. He said, yeah, see you later, I said, and waved to him as he got on his bike. Hey Mom, I said as I entered the car. Hey sweetie, she said. Who was that? Oh, just Luke, I replied. Luke? She said suspiciously. Oh, Mom, he's just a friend, I replied. Okay then, she said as she drove off. Typical mom. I love her. We love some mom love. Give it up for the moms. Give it up for the moms. It's 12 chapters, folks. I love myself and I love my mental stability, and I also really love and respect you. So I will not be putting you through that. So we're gonna move on to the next story. I'll tell you what happens in this though. I'll give you what I can remember is that her and Luke start hanging out a lot. And then they, love interest stuff. They go on dates. And then they go ice skating one day, and whilst ice skating, they skate into this different dimension. Bruh, I don't even know. I wasn't intending for the story to go fantastical, but I was like, oh, it'll be fun, okay? So they're ice skating, and then they go past like some trees, and they're in a fantasy world. And yeah, and that's it. Or maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't actually. Maybe I'm confusing this with my fever dreams. one is called It's a Teen Thing, right? And I don't remember anything about this except that the protagonist, whose name I don't remember, she just turned 13, and that's it. That is the inciting incident. She just turned 13. Prologue. So, you're finally a teenager, Tay. Cassie said. Cassie with a K. Welcome to the club. Oh, yes. I welcome myself to the community of sass and breakups and parties and hangovers. This is going to be one heck of a year. Thank you, Cassidy, for introducing me to the teenager club, I sighed. I look forward to being part of the members. Ew, she hit me. Call me Cassidy again, and this will be your first and last day as a teenager, okay? I laughed. You know I love you, Cass. Yes, I do. Everyone loves me. This is not just some normal thing. This is huge. You have to have a total change, and because I'm such a great best friend, I am going to help you with that. And this was where all my troubles began. Now, let's rewind. Just a day left. Summer begins on my birthday. That's great to know. Teenager. The word even sounds funny. It leaves this spicy taste in my mouth, and I don't like it one bit. Well, I don't like it on bit. I know. Most people would be psyched to become teenagers, but not me. I don't know why, but I think it's because I'm not very ready for all the trauma that's ahead. Honey, what's going on? Hopefully, whatever Cass is planning will not lead me to a major heart attack. Hey, birthday girl. Joey grabbed my waist. Who is Joey, and why does he not believe in personal space? Do you like those arms of yours? I slapped him. Yes. Ouch, he dropped me. Birthday girl's still a bit feisty, I see. Okay. Ew. Who is he? No, Joe. I patted his back, and it's not my birthday. Yet, he winked. So I hear Cassie's planning a major party. What 12-year-old? What? Okay. First of all, this is so funny to me because all of the grammar is just so British, right? Fancy, mom, all of that stuff, the spelling, whatever. But it's all taking place in America, but I have no concept at this time what American schools look like except for like High School Musical, Lemonade Mouth, and I think we can all agree that those are not correct. So you can just see just how absolutely incorrect my perception of 12-year-olds is. Where are they having this party? In whose house? With what parental guidance? Like, what's going on here? And I think it's so funny to see, knowing, like, being in America for so long now, just seeing how absolutely incorrect I was. It's very humorous for me.
Hello! It is, in fact, as is obvious, a different day. And actually, it's been a couple weeks. I read the rest of the story, but then my laptop started breathing super loudly, and I tried to push through that, and it was just unsalvageable. And I respect you too much to put you through that, but I also respect myself too much to reread the rest of that story. So, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for following along this fun little journey. If you actually got this far, I appreciate you. This was definitely a very interesting experience for me. And honestly, it was a fun romp. It was a fun time. These were not the first stories I wrote. The first stories I wrote were horror stories at the age of 10 to 12 when I was in boarding school. They were, oh my gosh. One of the first ones I remember is this grandma coming home from like grocery shopping or something. And then trigger warning for blood. Okay. This grandma coming home from grocery shopping, and her apartment or her home is just like tousled, just messed up. She goes downstairs, sees the heart of her husband, the grandpa, in a jar in the basement, and I think there's like blood smeared on the walls, and it says like happy birthday or something like that. And I wrote that when I was 10. So do with that what you will. And I would just like write them all in composition books and whatever, it doesn't even matter. I had this one that was my magnum opus. I got so far, and then I gave it to some guy, and that's your first mistake. Don't just give your life's work to some guy, some 12-year-old guy, okay? I gave it to some guy to read. He lost the damn book. To this day, I'm pissed off about it because I wish I could go back and read it. whatever, it doesn't matter. Thank you so much for reaching this far in the video. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for enduring through the worst of pains for me, frankly. I don't know if this has happened yet when, oh my god, the fire alarm is back. I have to speed it up. Someone in our apartment their fire alarm is going nuts. So anyways, I don't know if this has happened by the time I've uploaded this video, but I'm really close to 1,000 subscribers, which is insane to me. I don't know if we've reached 1,000 yet, but thank you so much for that, and thank you so much for 995 people. That's where we're at right now. That's insane to me. That's a very large number of people. And I so appreciate everyone. I don't know what video to film to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, so let me know. The Q&A might be fun, but I love watching Q&As, but I don't think there's anything particularly interesting about me. But maybe there's something you want to know. I don't know. But let me know what videos you would like to see from me, and I will be sure to film them for you. If you want to hang out some more, I have a writing Instagram that's linked down below. I also have a new TikTok that I want to get into. I haven't started yet, but I'm hoping at some point that I can actually start posting TikToks on there. All of that will be linked down below if you want to just like chat afterwards. And yeah, I love making writing friends. Anyways, thank you again for watching this video. I have to go start filming my next one. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Okay, bye!